Imagine unlocking a power within you that others chase their entire lives without finding. A force born not from speed, strength, or struggle, but from stillness and calm. What if your mind could become unshakable, your focus razor sharp, your every action precise and effortless? Learn how true mastery comes from observing, waiting, and flowing with life rather than against it. Discover how patience transforms preparation into unstoppable force. Presence magnifies your impact, and adaptability makes every challenge a stepping stone. This is the secret path to power and strength hidden in plain sight. Are you ready to step into it? True power does not come from striking hard or moving fast. It begins long before any action, deep within, in the space where your mind is still. To master the outer world, you must first master yourself. The battles you face on the outside are reflections of the battles inside. When your mind is restless, your body hesitates. When your thoughts scatter, your energy disperses. Stillness allows you to see clearly, to understand what is necessary and what is distraction. It is in that quiet center that your potential gathers, like water pooling in a calm lake, ready to be directed without waste. Many rush into challenges, seeking power through effort alone, believing motion equals strength. But effort without control is like trying to ignite a flame in a storm. It sputters and fades. Stillness, on the other hand, is preparation in its purest form. It does not mean doing nothing. It means aligning your mind, your senses, your energy, so that when the moment to act comes, your response is immediate, precise, and inevitable. You move with purpose because nothing inside you is fractured. The noise of doubt, fear, or distraction has been quieted, leaving only focus, intention, and readiness. In stillness, you understand your own weaknesses and your own strengths. You observe without judgment, noticing patterns in yourself and in the world around you. This observation transforms into insight, and insight into action. The power you seek is not borrowed from others or from external circumstances. It is drawn from the depth of your own being. Every strike, every decision, every movement is amplified because it is rooted in clarity. It flows naturally, effortlessly, like water following the path of least resistance, yet striking with the force of precision. Stillness also teaches patience. The mind that is constantly agitated wants instant results, but real power takes time to cultivate. By sitting quietly, reflecting, and understanding your own rhythms, you discover the right moment to act. In that moment, action is not rushed, it is inevitable. It carries weight because it is not a reaction. It is the natural extension of inner mastery. Others may tire themselves in constant struggle, but the one who is still moves through challenges as if they were flowing rivers, bending without breaking, striking only when the path is open. True power is therefore born not in motion, but in the calm before it. It is the mastery of self that allows mastery of circumstance. The stronger you become internally, the less the external world can disturb you, and the greater the impact of every action you take. To wield real power, cultivate stillness within. Power begins when you become still. Strength is not measured by how loudly you declare yourself or how forcefully you push against the world. It is measured by your ability to remain unshaken when everything around you is in chaos. Calmness is not a weakness. It is the quiet force that allows you to navigate storms without being swept away. When your mind is turbulent, your body mirrors that turbulence. Every movement becomes uncertain, every decision hesitant. But when you cultivate calm, your energy stabilizes, your focus sharpens, and your strength becomes reliable and precise. Calmness allows you to see the currents beneath the surface, the hidden movements that others overlook. While many are reacting, panicking, or overextending, the calm mind observes and adapts. Strength grows not from fighting blindly, but from understanding the flow of a situation and positioning yourself so that your energy meets the moment perfectly. In calmness, there is confidence born not from arrogance, but from clarity. You do not need to dominate through brute force, because your actions are informed, deliberate, and unavoidable in their impact. To remain calm in the midst of chaos, you must first train your mind to release attachment to outcomes. Anxiety and agitation arise when we cling to expectation or resist change. The calm mind, however, is free to respond creatively, to adjust, and to act with effortless efficiency. Strength, therefore, is not just physical. It is mental, emotional, and spiritual. It is the steady hand that does not tremble, the measured voice that cuts through confusion, the inner force that shapes reality rather than being shaped by it. Calmness is also a shield. It protects you from the unnecessary stress, from impulsive decisions, and from the emotional turbulence that weakens others. The stronger you become in maintaining this inner peace, the more you can project strength outward, influencing circumstances without struggle, overcoming obstacles without friction. In every challenge, the calm are never powerless. They are steady, precise, and ultimately unstoppable. Strength grows quietly, in patience, observation, and restraint. It is in the moments when you do not need to prove yourself that you are most powerful. The world often confuses noise with strength, but true strength is quiet, deliberate, and unassailable. Cultivate calm within, and your presence alone becomes a force that commands respect and shapes outcomes. Strength is revealed when you remain calm. True power is not in resisting the world, but in moving with it. When you try to force your way through life, energy is wasted, and the path forward becomes cluttered with struggle. But when you learn to flow without force, action becomes effortless and results multiply. Flow is not passivity, it is alignment. It is understanding the currents around you and using them to amplify your own capabilities. Like water, which can carve through rock not by strength, but by persistence and adaptability. Your movements gain force when you move in harmony with the situation rather than against it. Stillness prepares you to flow. By centering yourself, you can sense the rhythm of events, anticipate changes, and act with precision. Flow without force is the mastery of energy, directed, intentional, and unimpeded by resistance. The world presents obstacles, but the one who flows adapts, bends, and channels energy so that each action lands where it is most effective. Every strike, every word, every decision carries impact, not because of raw effort, but because it is perfectly timed and naturally aligned with the moment. Many struggle because they confuse motion with progress. They push, they fight, they strain, and yet they achieve less because their energy is scattered. Flow allows movement without waste, strength without tension, and power without struggle. Calmness and stillness are the foundation of this flow. The quieter your mind, the more you can perceive, the more your movements become natural extensions of the present moment. You no longer act out of impulse, but from deep understanding, and this is where true effectiveness lies. Flow without force also teaches adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and rigidity invites failure. By learning to move like water, you respond rather than react, adjusting seamlessly to changing circumstances. Strength becomes invisible until it is required, and then it manifests with undeniable precision. The more you embrace flow, the more effortless your mastery becomes, and the more natural your power appears. True mastery is not about confrontation or domination. It is about moving with intelligence, timing, and grace. Stillness and calm are the preparation. Flow is the execution. When you move in harmony with the moment, energy multiplies, obstacles dissolve, and what once seemed impossible becomes simple. Flow without force is the path to effortless power, A restless mind is a mind weakened from within. Thoughts that race, doubts that linger, fears that replay themselves. These are the chains that hold back strength. To build true power, you must first silence the noise inside. When the mind is quiet, it becomes a lens through which the world is seen clearly, without distortion. Every choice becomes precise, every action deliberate. Every movement guided by insight rather than impulse. Strength begins in this inner silence, because clarity breeds confidence. And confidence is the foundation upon which all power is built. Silencing the mind does not mean emptiness. It means awareness. It means observing your thoughts without being consumed by them, allowing each idea, each emotion, to arise and pass without clinging. In this space, intuition flourishes. Decisions that once seemed difficult now appear obvious. Paths that once seemed blocked now open effortlessly. The calm mind acts like water in a pond, reflecting reality clearly, undisturbed by ripples or distractions. From this reflection, strength emerges naturally, not as a product of force, but as a result of understanding. When the mind is quiet, you become connected to your inner source of power. Energy that was once wasted in worry or indecision is redirected to purposeful action. You notice subtleties others miss, sense opportunities before they manifest, and move with an efficiency that seems almost instinctive. This is not luck or chance. It is the power of a disciplined mind, cultivated through patience and stillness. Every challenge becomes a mirror, revealing your readiness and resilience. Silencing the mind also allows you to conserve strength. In agitation, energy leaks away in tension, frustration, and reaction. In calm, energy is preserved, concentrated, and available exactly when it is needed. The body follows the mind, steady, responsive, and precise. The more you practice this inner quiet, the more you move with purpose rather than impulse, with intelligence rather than habit, and with force that is measured and effective rather than wasted and scattered. The strength that comes from a silent mind is unshakable. It does not need to prove itself through noise or display. It is steady, observant, and inevitably effective. Power grows quietly when the mind is still, and the one who masters this stillness finds that no obstacle is too great, no challenge too complex. Strength is born when the mind is silent. True strength is not measured by how quickly you react, but by your ability to respond thoughtfully. Impulse is the enemy of power. Anyone can act in haste, but only the disciplined can act with intention. When you are calm, you create a space between stimulus and response, and in that space lies mastery. The world will constantly challenge you, provoke you, and test your patience. Strength shows not in the immediate reaction, but in the measured choice to act with clarity and purpose. Control is not about dominating others, it is about mastering yourself. Emotions, desires, and fears often cloud judgment, causing the strongest-looking individuals to falter. But calmness allows perspective. It transforms chaos into information and difficulty into opportunity. When you respond rather than react, your energy is focused where it matters most. Every movement, every word, every decision becomes precise and effective. The power of restraint is invisible until it is needed, but when applied, it is unstoppable. Responding instead of reacting also preserves your energy. Impulsive reactions scatter force in directions that do not serve your purpose. Calm response concentrates power, making each action more potent. The world may try to provoke, to confuse, to overwhelm, but those who cultivate calm within remain unshaken. Strength emerges not from aggression, but from the confidence that comes with knowing you are in control of yourself. True strength is subtle. It does not need to assert itself loudly, because it is grounded in understanding and presence. Those who can respond rather than react find that challenges are no longer threats. They are opportunities to demonstrate skill, patience, and precision. Calmness is the foundation that allows power to flow where it is most effective. Control your mind, master your emotions, and act with intention. Strength is revealed when you choose to respond. Patience is more than waiting. It is the art of preparing while the world demands immediacy. True strength grows quietly, like roots deep in the earth, unseen until the time to rise comes. Impatience scatters energy, forces action before it is ready, and weakens the impact of your efforts. But patience allows you to observe, to understand, and to position yourself so that when the moment arrives, your strength is undeniable. It is in stillness and deliberate preparation that power gathers, and in calm patience that it is unleashed. Every situation unfolds in its own time, and forcing it rarely produces mastery. The impatient act out of desire, frustration, or fear, often missing subtle cues or critical opportunities. The patient, however, watch closely, learning from each nuance, sensing the rhythm of events, and waiting for the precise moment to act. In this waiting, energy is preserved, insights deepen, and the eventual action carries exponentially more force than anything rushed could produce. Patience is also a test of character. It requires self-control, humility, and confidence in your own preparation. The world may mock your pause, tempting you to act prematurely, but strength lies in resisting the urge to rush. Every delay is a chance to refine, to strengthen, to align mind, body, and spirit. The patient do not simply wait. They observe, learn, and grow stronger in the stillness. In this calm patience, you discover that obstacles are not walls but guides, pointing toward the right approach, the right timing, the right energy. Strength becomes precise, intentional, and unavoidable. You act not because you must, but because you are ready, and when that moment comes, your presence is a force that cannot be resisted. Patience transforms preparation into power, stillness into action, and calm observation into mastery. Strength comes to those who wait with purpose. Being fully present is where true power begins. Most people live in the past or the future, distracted by regrets or anxieties, and in doing so, they dilute their strength. To act with impact, you must anchor yourself in the present moment. Stillness allows you to center your awareness, and calmness gives you the clarity to see what is unfolding around you. In this presence, every movement, every decision, and every interaction becomes sharper, more precise, and more effective. Presence heightens perception. When your mind is focused on the now, you notice subtleties that others overlook. Patterns emerge, opportunities become visible, and responses flow naturally. You are not caught off guard by circumstances because you are fully engaged, fully aware. Strength grows from this awareness. As your actions are no longer scattered or reactive, but deliberate and aligned with reality. Calmness in the present moment also fosters confidence. You do not act from fear or uncertainty. You act from understanding and clarity. The energy of hesitation and doubt is replaced by measured force and intentional movement. Presence and calm together transform ordinary actions into extraordinary ones. Your body follows the mind, responding seamlessly, efficiently, and powerfully. Being present is not a passive state. It is active awareness. It allows you to respond appropriately, to adjust to the flow of events, and to exert influence without unnecessary struggle. The calm mind in the present moment sees beyond distractions, focuses energy where it matters most, and converts observation into decisive action. Power is grounded in the now. Presence magnifies your capabilities, stillness anchors you, and calmness allows your strength to manifest precisely when it is needed. Strength reveals itself in the power of presence. True strength is not rigid, and true power is not fixed. The world is ever changing, and those who resist its flow break against it. To be strong, You must learn to adapt like water, yielding when necessary, flowing around obstacles, and striking with force only when the moment is right. Stillness allows you to understand the terrain, the currents, and the forces at play, while calmness gives you the flexibility to respond without tension. Adaptability is not weakness. It is the ultimate expression of strength. Water is powerful not because it is hard, but because it moves with the environment. It conforms, it observes, it absorbs, and it redirects energy efficiently. Similarly, your strength grows when you stop resisting circumstances and instead channel your energy intelligently. In stillness, you perceive opportunities and dangers alike. In calm, you act with precision. Every obstacle becomes a lesson in redirection. Every challenge a chance to refine your approach. By flowing with the moment rather than forcing against it, your actions gain momentum and effectiveness far beyond raw effort. Adaptability requires awareness. You must sense the shifts in your surroundings and within yourself, adjusting constantly without losing your center. This is where calmness becomes essential. A turbulent mind cannot respond effectively to change. A calm mind bends, adjusts, and strikes at the right moment. Flexibility without calm leads to chaos. Calm without flexibility leads to stagnation. Together, they create a form of strength that is both resilient and unstoppable. The power of adaptation is subtle but profound. It is seen in the ability to overcome without breaking, to move without obstruction, and to achieve without unnecessary struggle. Life's challenges are inevitable, but the one who flows with them, guided by stillness and calm, finds that no obstacle is insurmountable. The energy that is conserved in patience, focus, and observation manifests in action that is precise, powerful, and transformative. Strength is not fixed, it is fluid. Power is not forced, it is guided. Adapt like water, and you will overcome effortlessly.